Hey everybody, Mediacube podcast is back. Thanks for watching us. Roman and Ivan are here and we're still in a remote mode, but the COVID-19 third wave is still here, unfortunately, so we'll keep on going this way. And tonight, guys, we'll discuss one of the most exciting topics about YouTube that actually a lot of people claim to understand, but really few people do understand how it works. I mean, YouTube recommendations. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct.
So for me, as a person from outside of YouTube, technically, it has always been a very exciting question. How recommendations take into account your user behavior? What YouTube recommendations take into account, actually? Like, is it your search history? Is it your search history on YouTube only, or as well in Google? Or maybe YouTube recommendations are somehow capable of tracking your, I don't know, Facebook activity or Instagram activity or all of your activities on the web. And this is really an exciting topic. So my first question to you, Roman, as a person who way more technical advanced than me about YouTube technologies, is actually what technologies does YouTube utilize to recommend videos to its users?
If we could know how exactly it works, and if there is one or several persons who know exactly how it works, the algorithm would be revealed in any way. And as far as it's based on the machine learning, and it's a very sophisticated tool, so we don't know how it works exactly, and it's a good thing. We can watch some types of triggers that can help us understand how it works, but it's very knowledge on the very surface, and we cannot go very deep down because it's all about hundreds of different metrics and different triggers and different tools that works simultaneously and promotes this or that video to a particular viewer.
Right. So
what we do know is that it's definitely about the previous interaction of the audience with this or that video. For example, if there is a person who is watching. There is a group of person with similar interest, with similar set of channels that they normally watch, and they interact in a good way with this or that video. For example, they are watching it very long, the retention rate is very great, the engagement rate is good, the tone of the comments is very positive. If the viewing session is long enough, so it means that this video is going to be recommended to a wider audience. But exactly how it works and what exact features it analyzes, there are hundreds of them, we cannot know.
Yeah, right. So technically it is based on artificial intelligence, right? This is,
yes,
I mean, in terms of technology. I don't know whether you know this or not, but it definitely is a source of a lot of conspiracy. But the basic question here is that whether YouTube recommendations, recommending videos to you, use your behavior on YouTube only, or they can somehow track your interactions with some other platforms or goods or services on the internet.
I think definitely everything that is connected with Google is going to be taken into consideration when we're talking about YouTube. But on the first place, it's definitely your watch history, your search history, especially on YouTube, and how you interacted with this or that video. Because on the first place, YouTube is trying to understand which video you're most likely to watch and which video within your viewing session is most likely to continue your viewing session as long as possible. So that's why they're going to put in your recommendations those videos that are maybe interesting to you. And when we're talking about advertisement and ads, all these kind of pre-rolls, overlays, etc., it's definitely all kind of interest and your search history in Google and YouTube or everywhere on other websites where there is a Google involved somehow. It's definitely going to be analyzed because it's even more important for YouTube to show you the right ad
than the right video,
than to show you the video. Yeah, but it's well, anyway. I think it's kind of equally important because it's on the one hand you are continuing your viewing session, so that's why it means that YouTube is going to show you more ads.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you're going to put the right ad on the place, so the advertiser is happy about it.
Yeah, right. Pretty much clear about recommendations. Well, nothing is clear yet, but at least we understand that people from within YouTube actually don't know themselves. People from different departments have different information, and this information does not overlap, which is logical. Another question is, how do trends work? What it gets for a video to become part of the trends folder?
Well, actually, there are several aspects that affect the moment when your video can appear in the trends section. On the first place is the so-called velocity. Velocity is the number of views within a certain period of time.
I see.
So the more views the video is getting within 1 minute or within 1 hour, so it can trigger the so-called trendiness of this video.
Yeah.
So if it's gaining very many views right at this point, and if those views are coming through different social networks of different sources from outside YouTube, it means that its shareability of this video is very great, and that's why it means that it's somehow trendy in your particular region, because trends are specific for any particular country. They're different in every country. So, and if the velocity is great, if the shareability of the video is great, and if the traffic is coming from outside of YouTube, those three triggers are the best. Are those options that those three features that are going to put your video into trends section.
Right. So, the more viral your video is, the more chances you have to get into trends.
Correct. So virality of the video is, I think it's almost the same with the trendiness of it.
Yeah.
As far as I understand.
Yeah, that's right. Could you tell us, I know there is one tip of how you could watch trends in any country in the world, which may be, useful for many young creators who are eager to see what's going on, like in the United States, with a lot of the country with a lot of paying audience, or just for the sake of their own education, like to see what videos are trendy, even in South Korea or Japan, because this is really pretty exciting. I mean, you can actually watch trends of any country on YouTube. So how you can do that?
You just need to change the country of your account, so it can be done very easily. You just click on the icon of your channel, of your Google account on the top right corner, and you just choose the location, and you will see the trends of the country. Or you can just add like the two letters country code in the address line, so it will work the same way.
Right. So guys, if you wanna,
so it's that easy. So it's very important for the new for the newbies, for new YouTubers to
definitely
understand what's going on in different countries, because it can be helpful for you to understand what is trendy there, so how it can be implemented in your region, in your country, because pretty many topics that are highly popular in other country, they are likely to become popular in your country too, if you localize it in a proper way.
Right. Yeah. And we've actually discussed it a couple of times that there are a lot of cases when trends from the United States come over to Russia or the Russian-speaking region, and it happens quite often.
Vice versa.
And vice versa as well. So this is a pretty nice way to, exchange creativity. And definitely if the topic or some new trendy stuff is working well in the US, it will definitely work well in Russia, if properly localized. Exactly. You mentioned it, absolutely correct. So yeah, guys, use this tip. And there is also one more piece of news coming from YouTube directly, is that they are making their recommendations even more advanced with a new to you folder, right?
Yeah, the new section that is going to be called New to You is going to recommend you some that content that you've never seen before, but most likely will be liked by you. So because it's not like the Explore section. What is the difference between the New to You and the Explore section? Explore section is divided into different topics like music, entertainment, gaming, etc. And it's not that personalized from the point of view of the new content, because it will feature more like the content that you or from the channels that you are subscribed to, or from the channels that you watched some videos before.
Yeah.
And the New to You section is going to promote some kind of new channels that you've never seen before, and it's more personalized and it's based on like the similar audience interest that have already watched it, and YouTube will think that, oh, this video is likely to be appropriate for this particular viewer, and it's going to be placed to the New to You section if there were no videos or watched from this channel by this particular viewer. So it's a nice way for newer channels to get recognized, to be promoted through this section. And yeah, I think we'll see how it works. It has been announced and it's being developed right now, and when it's going to be launched, we are going to get back to this topic, I think, and we'll just share our ideas, how exactly it worked, and how much it affects the newcomers to YouTube.
That's right, but definitely as we're addressing newcomers quite often, and we're interested in getting newcomers on YouTube to get information from us. Well, this is definitely a very important piece of information for them. So guys, whenever you see New to You folder, go check it out and try to track and understand how it works. And we on our side of Mediacube Network will also try to analyze how it works and what benefits it can bring to new creators on YouTube. Right now, let's be winding up. Next time, we'll discuss a pretty exciting sphere of Mediacube's activities, which is partner management. This is a very nice opportunity for both for creators and for business people who can join us and develop and help us develop our ecosystem and our presence in different markets. So join us in a week and stay tuned with the Mediacube Network. Follow our networks, follow our social media. Roman, Ivan, it was Mediacube Podcast. Bye-bye. See you in a week.
See you guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.